All right, guys, network like a pro. So there's basically five-ish types of people that network. You have the person who's a charmer. They're kind of smooth. They know how to talk to people. People are interested in listening, kind of Casanova type dudes. Then you have the people who are the students. They're going to learn anything and everything about their industry or the person that they're trying to network with. They're going to learn everything about them and their industry. You have the promoter. You have someone who kind of hypes that person up. Oh, so-and-so over here, they're the best in their industry. They're the best in their area, that kind of stuff. They really just kind of hype them up. You have the champion. They're the people, I'm sorry, I kind of had a block in my head right there for a second. The champion is kind of the person who doesn't quit. They're just going to grind, and they're just going to stay there, and you're going to see their efforts and what they can do and everything, and then eventually that's how they get to networking with other people. And then you have the comedian. That's kind of the funny guy, the cool guy that everyone wants to kind of be around. He's the jokester, he's the life of the party and that kind of stuff. Those are really kind of the main characteristics of people who are good at networking. The people who aren't good at networking, the ones who are just kind of sitting there and never say anything and never really look at people, and never have anything to do or say or involve themselves in any kind of way and just sitting in a corner. Like that's, no one, like, if that's how they are here, that's probably how they are with their business, and that's not a real good vote of confidence. So, but yeah, so some tips that you can do on how to network like a pro. Who do you want as your customer? So you don't want to just have everybody as a customer. Some people are just bad customers. They're hard to deal with, and they're always penny pinching, and they want everything for free and stuff like that. And those aren't the people you want. But you got to decide, what is your customer? Are you looking for a high-end customer? Are you looking for a customer that is really knowledgeable about your product and your industry and stuff, and so they don't have a whole lot of questions and stuff like that? So you got to find out who's your customer. Are you going for a certain age group, a certain sex, a certain culture, nationality, or something like that? Who is your customer? And then you have to just kind of do some research. Well, the who, what, when, where, why of your customer and your product. So you already identified who they are. Well, what do they have that you want? Or what do you have that they want? How are you going to give it to them? How are you going to get it to them? The cost, what's the break-even point to acquire them as a customer? Here's another big one, is give without asking. If you come up to somebody and say, they're really into cigars or really good bourbon or something like that, and you just say, hey, here, I got you a box of cigars. And they're like, oh man, what do I owe you for this? And just, nothing, I just know you like cigars. Don't worry about it, man. Just have a cigar, it's cool. They'll be like, oh, thanks, and they'll remember that. And that may not be the reason why they do business with you, but it might be the reason they remember you and give you a shot later. So, your image. Do you have good hygiene? Like, I know right now I'm wearing a stupid Ninja Turtle shirt, my hair's not done and everything like that, but I'm in my gym. I'm in the house of worship. But when I'm out and about, I've got my hair styled, like clean, my teeth are brushed, I don't have stank ass breath. I'm on my best behavior. I'm wearing clean clothes. I'm dressed according to the situation, that kind of stuff. So your image is, you are a part of your company's branding. You are the image. Be a risk taker, be visible, be heard. Again, that person who's just kind of sitting in the corner and just quiet and doesn't really make eye contact or have anything to do with anyone. You think someone's going to talk to them and give them a shot of doing business with them? Or the person that comes over and says, hey, my name is Ryan. I work in insurance. I've been doing this for 20 years. I specialize in this, da da da. Be visible, be heard. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So, just kind of, you gotta put yourself out there. I know a lot of times people are nervous and anxious to kind of put themselves out there like that, but once you start doing it, you get used to it. It's like building a muscle, right? You do bench press at first and you're not very good at it and you're kind of weak and can't lift hardly any weights. And before you know it, you're lifting 225 and you're just repping them out and just, Same thing. It's just a muscle. You're just strengthening a muscle. Be an expert. If you're the expert in your area or in your industry or something like that, people know. People say, oh yeah, hey, so-and-so is an auto mechanic, or so-and-so is real estate, or so-and-so is whatever, stock guy, or whatever. If you're the leader in your area or your industry or whatever, people are going to know, and they're going to say, when someone else says, hey, I'm looking for a mechanic, or I'm looking for a HVAC guy, or the stockbroker, or whatever, then other people go, hey, so-and-so over there, they're real good at that. Go talk to them. So just be an expert in your industry. Don't ask for business until you develop relationships. That's a big turnoff. If you come into some kind of like networking event and you go up to people and the first words out of your mouth is, hey, let me try to do this for you, or let me have your business, or whatever. I'm gonna be like, first of all, back up. I don't even know you. And now I don't want to know you. So back up. Just kind of come in and casually talk to people and get to know them and get a feel for them. Because again, you may not want them as a customer. So just kind of back up for a second and just, just get to know them. Maybe make them laugh or something. It's like a dating, right? You don't go up to a girl and just be like, hey, want to have sex? Like, that's never gonna work. Good luck with that. I have what I call the C's. First of all, is you have to have confidence. You have to walk up to them and you have to initiate the conversation. The girl's not gonna come to you. You have to go to her. Then it's conversation. And I don't mean pickup lines, I mean actual conversation. Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Ryan. What's your name? I haven't seen you around here before. Where are you from? Oh, that's cool. I want to go there sometime. Or I don't know, just small talk, bullshit. Then compliments / contact. Either one. Just, oh, your hair smells pretty. Oh, you have really pretty eyes. Or I always like to do the thing where like you just kind of, I mean, not like brush up against them, but like you don't like brush up against their boobs or their ass or something like that. You just kind of like, you just kind of put your hand on top of their hand. You just, oh man, you got really soft hands, or something like that. Or you just kind of like, touch their hair a little bit, and not like in some kind of creepy way. Like, like, oh, you got really soft hair. You got really pretty hair. Don't be a creeper about it. Don't be a creeper. But yeah, so, and then you can kind of go in with, this is kind of more for like bars, but the next C would be cocktails. You know, you buy them a drink. You don't get them drunk and have your way with them, creeper. You know, but it just kind of like breaks the ice a little bit, and everyone kind of just like, okay, you know, relax, chill a little bit. Well, same with buying them that box of cigars. You know, hey, here's some cigars, no strings attached. Like, just because I bought you a drink doesn't mean you have to have sex with me. Like, you know, I got you these cigars. I mean, you have to have, have sex with me. You don't have to do business with me. But you know, it's just a gift. It's an olive branch. You're just extending an olive branch is all that is. And then, I guess in the business side, you could say C is for close the deal. But C in the other one means something else with chicks. Closing the deal, the C is CAC. Like then you're closing the deal. It's like, now you have sex with them. Like, you know, you've led up to that. It's the same thing with business. I know it's a really fucked up analogy and whatever, but it is what it is, you know. But so yeah, you build up to that. You don't just jump the gun and be like, hurry, give me your business. Like, no one's gonna do that. Be helpful. So even if it's not business stuff, if someone just asks for your advice or something like that, give them your advice. Or, you know, hell, if someone's car breaks down, be the first one to go out there and jumpstart their car or change their tire or whatever. So just be helpful. And they'll remember that. They'll be like, man, you know what, Ryan, that time he jumped my car when he didn't have to and no one else did. So, you know, if he's helpful, you know, to me, he'll probably be helpful to me with, you know, business. So, be positive. No one wants to deal with the person who's always like, fuck that, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's always negative. Like, you know, people want to deal with people who are happy and tell jokes and fun and stuff like that. So just kind of be positive. Again, small talk, that kind of goes back to some of the C's I was talking about, is, you know, not asking for the business, just small talk, you know, hey, you know, where do you work? What industry do you work in? How long have you been doing that? Do you like it? You know, just, you know, small talk. And then as much as you talk, listen. When they start talking back to you and say, oh, I work in I don't know, I'm a personal trainer. I've been doing it for 5 years. I really like it. You know, it's my passion, it's my calling, you know, whatever. Then remember that. If the next time you come talk to them, say you haven't talked to them in 2 weeks or a month or 3 months or however long it's been, you haven't talked to them in a while, and you say, hey, you still doing the personal trainer stuff? You got any new clients? How's that working out for you? Everything good? Yeah. And they're like, oh, he was listening. He actually was paying attention. People want to feel like they're important. So, okay. And then this is the final one, is be authentic. Don't just like, oh yeah, I totally understand. Oh my goodness, that's so great. It's wonderful. Oh my God. Like, that's just, you know, you're pouring it on thick. It's just, people can see through that. They know you're full of shit. Oh my God, that's so wonderful. You're so great all the time, every time. Oh, like, just talk to them like they're your best friend. You've known them forever. You just people hanging out, shooting the shit. Maybe you do some business with each other, maybe you don't. But, you know, more than likely they will, because if they don't now, they probably will down the road. So take it easy, all right? So, all right, guys, subscribe, share, comment, like, watch some other videos. Let's get to work.